The Bible has noble poetry in it, and some good morals and a wealth of obscenity and upwards of 1,000 lies. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. The truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. We all have stories we tell ourselves until we believe them to be true. The point of modernity is to live a life without illusions while not becoming disillusioned. The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. If you care about what you do and work hard at it, there isn't anything you can't do if you want to. It was like when you ripped a piece of paper into two. No matter how you tried, the seams never fit exactly right again. So early in my life, I had learned that if you want something, you had better make some noise. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light. The most important day in your life is the day when you come to realize who you really are. It doesn't matter where your journey begins, so long as you begin it. Being afraid to take chances is scarier than actually doing things that challenge you. Those who make conversations impossible make escalation inevitable. Trees are poems the earth writes upon the sky. We fell them down and turn them into paper that we may record our emptiness. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. It is not hard to walk without looking. It is hard to walk without seeing. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. If you cannot find an element of humor in something, you're not taking it seriously enough. Summer is for surrendering. Winter is for wondering. Mama used to say, you have to know someone 1,000 days before you can glimpse her soul. I just wanted to tell you that I understand if you go. It's okay if you have to leave us. It's okay if you want to stop fighting. You must do the things you think you cannot do. It's a sad day when you find out that it's not accident or time or fortune, but just yourself that kept things from you. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. You cannot score a goal when you are sitting on the bench. To do so, you have to dress up and enter the game. Faz est obhas das 3.1 should learn even from one's enemies. If you only write when inspired, you may be a fairly decent poet, but you'll never be a novelist. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. Whoever said money can't buy happiness didn't know where to go shopping. I am a strong believer in the tyranny, the dictatorship, the absolute authority of the writer. Snow floated down every once in a while, but it was frail snow, like a memory fading into the distance. Temperament is just an elite perception of who you seem to be right now, not who you will ever be. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Hard work is only a prison sentence when you lack motivation. I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures and knows how to turn to its advantage. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. The truth was only another mask, even if it was the best fit, the closest to skin and all that lay beneath. Now this might disturb you, but I find I'm okay by myself, and I don't need you or your benevolence to make sense. You were given life. It is your duty to find something beautiful within life, no matter how slight. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Time's stride, so uneven, some days endless, and others like the blink of an eye. Be known for your kindness and sympathy, for a kind gesture can heal a wound that only compassion can heal. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Don't take life too seriously. Punch it in the face when it needs a good hit. Laugh at it. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. So you never know who you touch. You never know how or when you'll have an impact, or how important your example can be to someone else. Show me that I'm everywhere and get me home for tea. Any war that requires the suspension of reason as a necessity for support is a bad war. The most powerful relationship you will ever have is the relationship with yourself. Real courage lies in being able to believe in yourself enough to try again tomorrow, even after a tough day. Sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but rather learning to start over. It's more fun to think of the future than dwell on the past. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. To escape fear, you have to go through it, not around. If you do not believe you are disciplined, it is because you have not decided to become disciplined yet. Temptation is the feeling we get when encountered by an opportunity to do what we innately know we shouldn't. It is better to walk in light than to dance in darkness. You've got to show the world who you were before it tells you. Otherwise, you become victim to someone you're not. Those who rest when they need to work will work when they need to rest. Do your bit when it is most rewarding. Each sunrise brings a new day filled with new hopes for a new beginning. I have no ambition to govern men. It is a painful and thankless office. Books are mirrors. You only see in them what you already have inside you. Every man reaches his destination if he just keeps walking. Small good decisions will lead you to the glorious path of success. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. Your conscience is the measure of the honesty of your selfishness. Listen to it carefully. Bloom as if you want to make the whole world beautiful. The truth sticks in our throats with all the sauces it is served with. It will never go down until we take it without any sauce at all. I had a microscopic eye for the blemish, for the grain of ugliness which to me constituted the sole beauty of the object. Success is a little like wrestling a gorilla. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the gorilla is tired. Regret is mostly caused by not having done anything. Most of us try to do too much because we are secretly afraid we will not be able to do anything at all. The tyrant dies and his rule is over. The martyr dies and his rule begins. Most of the basic material a writer works with is acquired before the age of 15. At the end of my life, I want every page to be filled with Jesus making much of his beauty-only legacy. To make a true choice, we must have true knowledge. The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. Do nothing and nothing happens. Life is about decisions. You either make them or they're made for you, but you can't avoid them. Every man is a damn fool for at least 5 minutes every day. Wisdom consists in not exceeding the limit. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. If I had to choose between betraying my country and betraying my friend, I hope I should have the guts to betray my country. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. You don't have to like someone, but you have to treat them as you wish to be treated. And all the lives we ever lived and all the lives to be are full of trees and changing leaves. Youth is easily deceived because it is quick to hope. I read somewhere how important it is in life not necessarily to be strong, but to feel strong, to measure yourself at least once. Shine your light and make a positive impact on the world. There is nothing so honorable as helping improve the lives of others. Faith in Quranic revelation unveils all the possibilities that lie before the human intellect. Everything that happens before death is what counts. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. Being grateful does not mean that everything is necessarily good. It just means that you can accept it as a gift. Life is something that happens when you can't get to sleep. My feelings are too loud for words and too shy for the world. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. A life isn't measured in hours and minutes. It's the quality, not the length.